Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee Marci Nettles. We are your presenters, and we are super excited to be sharing some information with you that can completely transform your life on two levels. First, help you be a biohacker, to literally activate your DNA to create wellness from within, and a way to run a home-based business so you don't have to leave your house to go help somebody create their own economy. You can create yours. That's the cool part about it. Before we get into the details, though, let us share with you how we became your presenters today. As I said, I'm Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for almost 20 years. Absolutely loved it. It was my purpose. It was my passion. I absolutely loved serving people. And when I saw the information we're going to share with you, it was a crossroads in my life. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona, seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I was also an AM talk radio host on 2 different AM stations every Saturday from noon to 1, helping lots and lots of people lead a higher caliber of life from a health perspective. And then fatherhood came my way, and I was completely ill prepared to be a father on the time schedule. I wanted to be a daddy so bad, but my schedule wouldn't allow it. And then 3 years after my son was born, my daughter was born. Same situation, 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home, leaving no room for daddy to be a daddy. And that wasn't serving me anymore. And then I saw the information that we're going to share with you, and it changed everything in my life. It was in my wheelhouse of health and wellness, but a little over a year after implementing it into my life, I was able to sell my practice, cancel my radio show, and go be a full-time father to my children and a home-based global entrepreneur. And that's been 10 years. And on that journey, I met this spectacular human being, my beautiful wife, Marci. We blended our businesses, blended our families, and now we help people in 20 countries around the world, 24/7. Unbelievable transition and unbelievable higher caliber of life for both of us as a result.
Seriously, it's actually really amazing. It is so cool that all of this started with one person wanting more in his life, more time with the people he loves and cares about the very most. I remember back when, seems like a whole different lifetime ago. I was actually a police officer for almost 10 years, and I really enjoyed it. I thought that I was bringing great value to the community around me, and I was making good money. I was in control of my life until all of a sudden, like that, I was out of control. I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career that fast. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgeries, and left me unable to perform the duties of a police officer anymore. So I was left with a brain injury, several pains throughout my body. I was on a lot of prescription medication. And at the time, my kids were teenagers. And so mom was never really present for them. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was already struggling, and we lost a house. On top of all of this, I really got depressed and on even more prescription medication. And this time they had warning labels on the bottle that said, may cause suicidal tendencies. And I actually had 4 suicide attempts before very dear friends of mine were introduced to this information that we're going to share with you today. And I am so glad that they thought of me, because when I saw it, I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my mind and my body working at a higher level. I had hope that there was a purpose for me again, and hope that I could actually take control of my financial life as well. Back then, I remember when nothing was working right. To now, I look at this as being the most amazing opportunity that anybody could grab hold of. And the reason why is because you get to work with amazing people. Dondee and I met in this opportunity, and we are looking for people just like us every single day that are looking for more and better in their lives, whether it's time with the people you love and care about, a purpose for your life, somewhere that you can contribute, or being able to take control of your wellness and your finances. If any of that resonates with you, you are absolutely in the right place today to learn information about this amazing company called LifeVantage.
But before we get into the details, we've got to go over this with you. And that is, there is no promise or guarantee of success. You've seen it before. Results may vary. And the reason is you will get out of anything in life what you put into it. We will show you the path. We will show you what is possible even. But it's going to be up to you to do the work. Like I said, there is no shortcuts. There's no guarantee of success. You got to put in the work.
Yeah, but it's exciting because this is work all around something that most people in this world and definitely in this country do not know anything about. What if we told you that there was actually a way that you can flip switches inside your body so that you feel better and do more every single day, and that there was a business opportunity attached to it? Well, guys, we are being hijacked every single day by the food and water that we consume, by, environmental pollution and stressors out there, as well as personal relationship stressors and technology. Even this that you're watching us on right now is creating overstimulation, or EMFs and blue lights are affecting you, like the way your mind and your body works, and even your moods. Did you know that 85,000 chemicals have been introduced since the Industrial Revolution? And it's creating all kinds of havoc in our lives. And as a matter of fact, you absolutely cannot eliminate them from your daily life. And it's all of these things that are dimming the lights inside of you. What does this feel like? Well, maybe you're getting sick more frequently because you have a decreased immune system, or you have brain fog, forgetfulness all the time, or you're just tired. You're feeling sluggish, or you've got bad moods and have a very low motivation level. How about increased stress and fatigue? Do you catch yourself at any point in your day looking at your watch and saying, oh my God, I wish I just had 15 minutes for a power nap right now? Well, if any of this sounds familiar, you are not alone, because what's really happening inside of our bodies when the light is dimming is called oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, and a decline in sirtuin activity, and so much more. You're like, more? Oh my gosh, Marci, I have no idea what those first three things are. Well, yeah, neither did we when we first saw this information. And that's why you're here today, is to learn. Because science has already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. So the $1 million question is, if you could leverage those genes with a flip of a switch, would you?
I hope so.
Me too.
Because those genes are pretty powerful. They handle things like this, oxidative stress. Maybe you're not familiar with the term, but you've seen it in action. You've bit out of an apple and it'll look like that. Set the apple down, went away, came back a little while later, and it'll look like that. It turned brown. That's the oxygen in the air causing stress to the flesh of the apple. Guess what? Every time you take a breath, the same thing happens inside your cells, with one exception. Your cells fight back the way an apple can't. Your cells produce antioxidant enzymes, which are pretty powerful. So it's this NRF2 pathway with the 5 natural ingredients of Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. It flips the switch inside your genes, inside your cells, creating the production of these antioxidant enzymes, thus lowering the oxidative stress by an average of 40% in just 30 days. That's how powerful your genes are. So literally taking the product Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, flipping the switch, turning on the genes, allowing your genes to express themselves by producing more antioxidant enzymes, and in doing so, literally removing the age-related effect of oxidative stress. That's powerful. Well, how powerful is this NRF2 pathway? Well, this is what leading scientists and researchers at Washington State University are saying about it. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. Again, that's how powerful your genes are when they're turned on. So what you're looking at now is the scale of how these enzymes are produced over your life. From the moment you're born, you start to grow, you hit your late 20s, then you start to age, and then for the next decade after decade after decade of your life, the production of these enzymes goes down. Well, that was until the NRF2 pathway was discovered and how to trigger it. So taking Protandim NRF2 Synergizer literally flips the switch, gives your cells back the ability to make these antioxidant enzymes the way you did when you were a child, regardless of how old you are. That's pretty amazing. But don't take my word for it. Go to pubmed.gov, the National Library of Medicine, and research it yourself. You'll see there's universities like Harvard doing their own research. Their teams of scientists are doing research, and then they're publishing it in medical journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Aging, just to name a couple. In fact, look at the list that you're seeing developed there. prestigious medical universities doing the data and then publishing it in prestigious medical journals. This has never happened before with a natural product. This is product-based research, not ingredients-based research, and it's not pharmaceutical. So one-time, unbelievable. Now, we ask the question, we know the genes are powerful. We know flipping switches are powerful in genes. Are there more? And can we identify them and flip those switches too? We discovered there is at least 2 more, mitochondria and sirtuins, and I'll explain those to you now. Mitochondrial decline is what you experience when you get a wild idea, hey, let's go for a run, and your body says, not today. Nothing left in the tank. Your cellular energy is gone. In other words, the batteries of your cells have lost their charge. That's because of mitochondrial decline. Well, that happens with aging too. But we discovered that pathway. It's called the NRF1 pathway. When the 5 natural ingredients of Protandim NRF1 Synergizer are taken into your body, it literally flips the switch, turning on the genes and increasing the NRF1 gene expression by 70%. Well, what does that mean to you? It means 70% more mitochondria, and mitochondria, consider them the factories that make the energy that your cells need to do their jobs. So Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, you take it into your body, flips the switch, turns on the genes, your cells' batteries charge again, mitochondria production goes up, and your cells have the energy to do what you need them to do. And they do it. And when they do, when they burn that energy, they also create cellular debris. And if that cellular debris is allowed to back up inside the cells without being cleared out, it gets gunked up and the cell stops working properly. Well, guess what? That's what you have sirtuins for. There is a switch there. There is a genetic switch. It's called the NAD pathway. And the 4 natural ingredients of Protandim NAD Synergizer flip that switch inside your cells, turning on the genes, producing, get this, 100% more NAD in just 24 hours. Well, what does that mean to you? NAD is what causes sirtuins to be active, and sirtuins, consider them like the little garbage men inside your cells that clean up all the cellular debris that was left behind by your cells burning the energy they need to do your job. Well, this is pretty cool. So it starts with increasing NAD by 100%, activating sirtuins, cleaning up the cellular environment. And when the cellular environment gets cleaned up, the cells start working again. And when cells start working again, they start communicating to other cells again. And guess what? Your body starts working correctly again. That is how powerful the NAD pathway is. Well, that's just one of all 3. Check this out. So it starts with cleaning up the sirtuin activity and increasing the cellular energy inside your cells at the same time, while simultaneously removing the age-related effect of oxidative stress. That's powerful. We call it Protandim Tri-Synergizer. It's pretty amazing. Well, look at the science here. Look at the gray bar graphs. That's what each of those products is doing when just that one product is being used. The NRF2 on the left, NRF1 in the middle, NAD on the right. Look at how powerful those genes are expressed. Well, then look closer at those bar graphs. Look at the blue bar graphs. That's when all 3 switches are flipped at the same time. Look at NAD and the impact that increased NAD has on NRF2 and NRF1 and overall cellular symmetry, which we call the Protandim Tri-Synergizer. You can call it do-it-yourself wellness. It's unbelievable. So are you ready to flip the switch? Are you ready to start having a positive mood and motivation again? Are you ready to start talking about healthy longevity? Or how about this? Are you ready to start having better mental focus and concentration back for all of you multitaskers? How about better mental and physical energy, or just an inflammatory response that works the way it's supposed to? And how about improving cardiovascular function all at the same time? That's the amazing power of your genes. And again, we call this Protandim Tri-Synergizer. It comes with free shipping. It has an unbelievable 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, for less than the cup of latte per day. So the question is, how important is your health to you, and how much are you willing to invest in it? Well, this is just the tip of the iceberg from our product catalog. We also have Vitality Stack, which is Protandim NRF1, Protandim NRF2, Omega Plus, and ProBio, the most amazing free fatty acid and probiotic products on the market. Together, unbelievable things happen inside the Vitality Stack, which is why it's called the Vitality Stack. Then we go on to Axio, literally powdered brain food. You take one of those little packets, tear it open, pour it in a jug of water, shake it up, chug it down, and you literally just fortified your brain with the chemistry necessary to balance and regulate its own neurotransmitters. What does that mean to you? Simple. Focus, concentration, attention span, mood, memory, motivation. All of that comes with this powdered brain food called Axio, and we have decaffeinated and caffeinated flavors, unbelievable, delicious flavors as well. Now, ProBio. I told you, we have the best probiotic on the market for 2 reasons. It's round and it's small, meaning it gets through the digestive system down into the large intestine where it belongs much, much quicker. And it has a coating on it called BioTract, so that it's not neutralized in the acidic environment of your stomach, so that literally 60% of the bacteria gets down into the lower intestines compared to 6% of the average probiotic, 10 times more powerful. ProBio, unbelievable. Then we have Omega Plus, the most amazing free fatty acid, brain supporting, cardiovascular supporting free fatty acid product on the market. We start with the most pristine oceans of the world with GPS locators. Then we harvest the most pristine fish from those most pristine oceans. And before you freak out about fish oil experience before, where you burped and your neighbor smelled it a mile away, not the effect here. And I don't mean to be gross, I just mean to be real, because we take essential oil of lemon and infuse it into the fish oil. So there is no unpleasant aftertaste. You just have absolutely pure free fatty acids for a cardiovascular and brain benefit. Omega Plus, unbelievable. Then our weight management program called Physique. And it's never more important or popular than in January of any year. Weight management is super important. Weight loss is cool, but weight management is even more cool. So we start with an 18 gram per serving vanilla whey protein that is absolutely delicious. And then we add a prebiotic, a fiber source prebiotic for the probiotic to maximize the functioning of your intestinal tract, more specifically your microbiome. And then we add to that a fat burn, green coffee, citrus fat burn that targets visceral fat. And then let me introduce to you our True Science line, our 4-part skincare line, and our 3-part hair care line, which we deal with the chemistry of the skin, maximizing the natural function of your skin, of wherever you put this 4-part regimen on our skincare line, and then starting with the scalp, because out of a healthy scalp grows healthy hair. And that's why this 3-part system is so amazing. And then we end with Pet Tandem for dogs. It is NRF2 Synergizer for dogs. Now, why is that important? You know that 7 years to 1 year dog human thing? You know where that comes from? It's a direct correlation to oxidative stress. Dogs simply have 7 times more. So this is a product that gets to the oxidative stress reduction for your dog, so that while you're at the dog park, your elderly dog or your aging dog is running circles around all the younger dogs, making you the most popular dog owner, and everybody's wondering, what are you giving that dog? It's kind of like Sleepless in Seattle. I'll have what that dog's having.
Right?
That's Pet Tandem for dogs.
Oh my gosh, seriously, we actually get stories like that of, dogs that have such phenomenal response from being NRF2 activated, and people that have had so many life-changing stories. Guys, we could go on and on and on about these stories.
We should.
Yeah, we should. And that's what we're going to encourage you to do, because these stories are so much better when you share them with other people. And when you are part of an opportunity that actually incentivizes you with a paycheck to do so, what can get better than that, right? So now you know about these amazing products that are unique, and there's nothing else like it in the world. Let's talk a little bit more about the story of LifeVantage. This is a company that is almost 12 years old in the network marketing arena, which is so cool because they actually took it from retail store shelves and gave us, normal people, the opportunity to share information about products we absolutely love and make money from it. We are headquartered in Utah, and we are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. What that means for you is really awesome, because it means that we're transparent. It means that you can go and check out every single thing that we're sharing with you today and see that it is absolutely real and 100% true of an opportunity for you. We've been debt-free since March of last year, and that is powerful, guys.
Yes.
And we are governed by a board of former executives from companies like Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SC Johnson, and so many more. So now we want to marry the opportunity and company with these products in front of the right timing and trends. It's so important. People have to want what you have. And we are absolutely in the sweet spot, because never in history have people ever been more concerned or willing to take ownership of their own health and wellness. As a matter of fact, you can track this fact by watching the dollars spent. Where are people spending their money? There has actually been an increase in the past 8 years of 60% plus of people purchasing wellness products over everything else. They're making different choices. The graph on the right here is from 2019, the Direct Selling Association, showing where people are spending their money. And you can see not only is wellness on the top, but its trajectory is just going up and up and up. It's exactly the right place to be and the right time to be there. There are 6 different areas in the wellness arena that our products fall: the anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care, the energy market, as well as the weight loss arena. I can guarantee you that you are already spending money in one, if not all of these different areas. I know I was before I found LifeVantage. The reason why I can say that is because over $600 billion every single year is being spent on products in just these 6 areas. Now, with a little bit of education, which is how we really do this business, people change their minds and their priorities pretty quickly. Back in 2017, people were spending more money on cosmetics than they were on wellness products. But in just 1 year, that flipped to where now wellness products, there was 32.6% of all dollars being spent on wellness products, in comparison to cosmetics only being 25.6% now. And it is even more on the radar of people in the past, I would say 18 months than ever before. So as you can see, you found the perfect model to be able to create an online income from home, or really anywhere that you have Wi-Fi or cell service. You'll have a virtual office with very minimal business assets needed and no inventory requirements. Such a low entry cost, anyone can, and you get to use social sharing. You'll have a personal online store that's open 24/7 and track big bonuses daily. And how about opportunities for travel? If you're like us, we cannot wait to get back into those airplanes and cars again, to be able to go and visit people that are building their business, as well as earning amazing incentive trips around the world.
Yes.
So much opportunity.
Now, as we told you, this is a publicly traded company, and as a result, you're looking at a publicly traded document. This is called our annual earnings disclosure form. I'm going to pay attention to the 2 gray columns. The first, the average monthly commissions, and the second, all the way to the right, the average time it takes to get there. So let me share with you some examples. First, our Pro 3 rank, where in 8 months on average, the brand new person who's never done this before, working part-time from home, can generate an income of over $600 per month. That's pretty amazing. What could that do for a family that you know, maybe your own? How about this example? Our Premier Pro 5, where in 16 months on average, again, less than a year and a half, the average person working from home part-time can generate an income of over $3,000 per month. It's like getting a $37,000 to $38,000 a year raise in a year and a half working part-time from home.
Wow.
How significantly could that change your family? Or how about this example? Our Elite Pro 7, 30 months on average, less than 3 years. The average person working part-time from home can generate an income of over $13,000 per month. That's like a doctor, attorney, CEO type income without the time in college and the student debts and the college degrees that make that necessary. Just pick a number in that first gray column that you see that you wouldn't mind making per month, or that would change everything for you.
Wow.
And then look all the way to the right and see how long it takes. Then we can show you what to do, but it's up to you to do it. But at least you know now what the system entails and what is possible for you.
And the possibilities really are endless because we have removed every barrier that we possibly could, including the cost of getting started. It is absolutely so low that anyone can. It's only $50 to start the business, and then you get to choose which enrollment product package fits right for you. There's the silver pack for $350, the gold pack for $650, and the platinum pack is $1,250. The difference amongst these packs is just the amount of product that you receive and the savings off of the total product pricing, which you can see it's quite significant there with the platinum pack. Now, the gold pack and the platinum pack also come with a ticket to the next corporate event, an education event for you to be able to become a professional in a new industry. Well, when we first got started, we knew that we were going to be going with the largest package for several reasons. First, we wanted to be able to utilize as many of these products as we possibly could inside of our own bodies. We wanted to be able to have sample products to be able to share with other people and have products to be able to get those closest to us started right away. So we chose the largest package. But whichever package you see yourself fitting in with now, the most important decision that you can make is just to get started, no matter the pack. Now we're down to this one and final question that most people have, and that is, can I do this? And what we want you to know is that you absolutely can. We both had this same question because we had never done network marketing before. And what we can tell you through our experience is that you absolutely can. If you're willing to make the decision to do whatever it takes to be successful, to work as part of a team and be coachable, and participate in a mentorship program, because LifeVantage will provide everything else to you, including global customer and distributor support with an easy to follow ITT system. That's where you're going to find out if people are open to taking a look. Invite them to look at a tool and then introduce them to a team member to get their questions answered. We have regular team meetings and trainings all around skill set, mindset, and how to be a great leader, as well as corporate events and trainings to supplement that path to success. And we've already talked a little bit about the incentive trips, right? But how about cash perks and all kinds of other things that help you get excited about building your business? Now, you'll always have this private support as well. We have Facebook groups. We also have one-on-one and group accountability Zoom sessions, as well as you having access through personal cell phone numbers of those people that have a direct interest in helping you be as successful as you decide to be. It's all in your hands. Now, we want to share a little bit more about LifeVantage because it's such an amazing company. Just in the past 2 years, these are some of the things that hit the presses.
Like our company headquarters being voted one of the best places to work for 4 consecutive years.
It's amazing. We expanded further into Europe when we opened in Ireland.
And then Aaron Brockovich, the Aaron Brockovich, joined our board of directors. And if you're not familiar with this amazing woman, go watch the movie called Aaron Brockovich, where Julia Roberts plays her in a lead role, and you'll understand just how powerful this is.
And our True Science Hair Care System was awarded a Silver Stevie Award for Best New Product. And just in the past 6 months, we've been awarded seven more Stevie Awards. If you don't know what they are, you should go check them out.
Product awards are important, and so are business awards. We were voted to the Russell 3000 Index for the 2nd time for outstanding stock performance.
And we continued our expansion when we opened in New Zealand.
Now, we started last year with 2 big announcements. The first one, our 2nd consecutive explosive quarter of growth. And then the second was just free shipping everywhere we ship product globally.
And on top of it, we were invited and we rang the closing bell on NASDAQ for Wellness Week. Exactly. It was like 1 year ago yesterday.
Today.
Was it? Today. Yeah, look at the date right there. Guys, this is exactly what Times Square looked like in New York City, all colored up in Pro Tandem blue. It's beautiful.
So amazing. Now, we know advertising is critically important for a business, and sports advertising is the most profitable because so many people watch sports. Well, we picked the most popular sport in the world, soccer, and decided to sponsor MLS team Real Salt Lake so that the front of that jersey, every game, every highlight, it gets exposure globally for your business.
I love it. I love that you said globally, because that's exactly what you get to do is build a global business, international business. These are the markets that we're currently open in for distributors as well as for biohacking customers. We also ship products into mainland China for customers. We're open in Singapore, and Malaysia has products being shipped to customers' doors.
This is called LifeVantage Legacy. This is the charitable arm of our company. It's the heartbeat of our company. Every time we get together as a company, some organization, some group of needy people gets blessed with our time, money, and our resources because we can and because we care.
LifeVantage legacy
So
fills
cool.
our hearts every single time. So guys, we're at the point in this presentation where I get to ask you, how does your heart feel? Where do you see yourself in joining us here with LifeVantage? Are you ready to become biohacking customers or distributors like Dondee and I are? Maybe you have some questions that you still need answers to. Just let the person know that invited you here today what you would like to hear or see to be able to get those answered so you can make the right choice for you. If you're ready for that customer, well, just ask for your personalized shopping cart and get checked out today. And if you've made that decision, you're ready to join the team, we are excited to be the first ones to say congratulations on making a phenomenal decision and taking ownership of your own personal economy and your family's future. We can't wait to meet you at a future event.
Yes. And if you haven't made a decision, let me just ask you this. If we were having this conversation 3 years from today, and you were looking back on your life over those 3 years, specifically your life experiences, both personally and professionally, what needs to happen for you to be happy with your progress? And lastly, what are you willing to do to achieve it? And when will you get started? Let us challenge you to get started today so that your tomorrow and every day after that for the rest of your life is looking better from a financial perspective and from a health perspective, because you and your family are worth it. We know your time's valuable. Thank you for spending it with us. Be safe. God bless.